The month of May was finally coming to an end. Between work, being sick, and life in general, I kept trying to keep a positive mind about everything and enjoy the little moments of peace and sun. As you can see in my face, I don't look good. In the past few days, I felt like I was starting to get sick. I think it was on maybe Wednesday night or Thursday. I just know that on Thursday I arrived to work and I was already feeling like something in my throat. And I didn't feel well. I felt like my body was a bit weak and I was slow. So yeah, I noticed that, okay, I have something, I'm starting to get sick. And I had a few nights during the week that I didn't sleep very well. I noticed this, I don't usually do that, but I noticed that in the last few days, maybe because I am kind of sick and tired, I started just laying in bed or in the couch, and I grabbed my phone and I was just scrolling, watching videos on YouTube or seeing reels on Instagram. I have some periods that I do that. I don't like it. When I realize I'm doing it, I get angry with myself. And at the end, it felt like, oh, this is just an activity that I'm doing because I am feeling sick, I'm tired. But the thing is that after doing it, I feel even more tired, because now it's not just my body that is tired, but it's my mind. Since I was feeling sick in the last few days, I kind of allowed myself not to take care of my place, because usually, as a friend of mine recently told me, my place is spotless. Even when I haven't recently cleaned it, it's just organized and looks clean because I keep it, you know. I maintain the place very well. I try not to leave any mess after I do something. I just quickly organize right after. But one thing I've learned throughout the years is that if I am getting sick and I insist on keeping up with my exercise routine and with keeping my place perfect and things like that, my body suffers. Because when I'm getting sick nowadays, I understand that my body's telling me that I need rest, I need to slow down, not to force myself into doing even more things and to keep up with the things that I have to do. So now, when I'm getting sick, I stop everything. And what I noticed is that my sickness is much more lighter, in a sense that if before I would be sick for a week or more, sometimes I would be coughing for a month. Nowadays, within less than a week, I'm cured, or I feel like it starts, I'm about to get sick, and then doesn't happen. This time it happened, but I think it's because I didn't get a good night of sleep, and I also did exercise in the first day that I started feeling sick, so maybe that made things a bit worse. But after that, I focused my energy on just relaxing and sleeping and recovering. So today, I'm still feeling sick. My throat is not 100%. I need to wash my hair, I need to do a lot of things in the house. But now I have to do it, because otherwise I will start Monday not in a good way. I think I've been cleaning for 3 hours now. I'm doing everything so slow because I'm still a bit sick, and I think it's time for me to have lunch. It's 1:45 already. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, which was around 10:30, so I think I'm gonna do a break and start cooking some things, and I'll finish later. A little bit overcooked if you would ask me, but unfortunately I was finally, I look like a person again. Well, I'm still in the middle of doing my laundry, and it's like, let's see, it's almost 5 p.m. Yeah, that took me all day. And now it's grocery time. Honestly, I just wanted to sit and do something fun, but if I don't finish this today, it means tomorrow I will have to go to the supermarket. And Sunday is a horrible day here to go to the supermarket because it's only leftover for meat and sometimes vegetables and fruits, because everyone went on Saturday and took whatever they wanted. And yeah, so I actually need to go and do this. On Sunday, I decided to do a small trip last minute to get to know a new city. I went to Troisvierges, which in English means 3 virgins, to visit the neighborhood of a very nice house that was for rent. At the end, they didn't even select me to do a visit in the house, but at least I got to know a new place. Since I was there, I went for a walk in the city and I explored some things. I walked through a very nice park with flowers. I saw a cemetery close to the park, and at the end there was this road which seemed very interesting, and I just wanted to see where it would take to. There I found this cute cow who apparently needed help scratching itself. I like to do that sometimes when I go to new places, just walk around and explore anything that triggers my curiosity, with no defined places to go, no time to go back home or to finish seeing a place. So this is me after an entire day of editing my first video in English, and I am exhausted. I had a headache yesterday, and I should have gone to bed early, but I didn't. I went to sleep midnight. And in the day before I went to sleep, well, it was not actually the day before because I went to sleep after 2 a.m. So I went to sleep after 2 a.m. on a Saturday, and on the Sunday and Saturday night I went to sleep midnight, and on Sunday I thought I would sleep more, but no. My body woke me up at 6:15 in the morning, so I was already feeling terrible, but it took me like maybe 2 hours to get to move from bed, because I was still sleepy, but I couldn't sleep more. I was in this weird state between sleeping and not sleeping. So the result is that I had a headache yesterday and headache today, but I kept going because I really wanted to finish this video. Since I created the YouTube channel, I managed to post one video every week, but basically this became my entire life. I mean, after work, because I do work. So when I was coming home, I was always either filming or editing, and it was all I was doing. And on the weekends I was going out and recording more things, so it became my life. I was only working and working and working, because yeah, even though I like editing, it is more work. Hello, it's me from the future. I am editing this video right now, and I just wanted to put a parenthesis here to explain that when I started this YouTube channel, these videos that I'm doing right now are different from the videos I was doing back then. I started in another format, more of a blog sort of thing, not much editing or trying to do beautiful footages, nothing like that. And it was in Portuguese. And also the type of content I was doing was different. So when I noticed I was not liking much that style, I switched, and I found kind of the style of video, the type of video I wanted to do. I'm still evolving it, but I just wanted to clarify that here I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the videos that I uploaded right after I moved here to Luxembourg, which was around October 2024. And I also took a break from posting. I kept recording, but life was too busy and I had other problems. So I had to stop this for a while and put it aside, and now I'm coming back to it, and that's why I'm uploading with a certain delay of more than 6 months. But that's it. I don't want to make it this too long. Just wanted to explain this. So back to the video. So when I decided to change my strategy and do in English and try to tell stories in a different way from what I was doing before, it took more time than I expected. But I finally finished. with this video that I did now, I put things on a whole other level, at least for me, in terms of complexity, because I'm not just showing my life as it is, I'm actually telling a story. I'm trying to tell a story, which means I have to think about it. Before, I was just recording and putting pieces together, and now I am trying to actually consciously tell a story and think about beginning, middle, and end, and that's a lot of work for my brain. So now I'm celebrating because I finished my first video in English for the channel, and I'm eating pizza and wine. Cheers. And by the way, this pizza is amazing. I was not expecting much from it. I am very proud of the video because it's like one of those things that it's perfect, imperfect, you know? At least I hope people will like it, because I mean, let's say I post it and people say, oh, this is shit. But I don't know, even if people say that, I think it's the first video that I did, and I look at it and I like, you know, this is what I want to do it. This is the type of thing that I want to do it. This is who I am. And, well, I can only hope that people will like it. But if they don't, what can we do? We have to like the things that we do. Mostly for us, not for others, but if others like it, it's a plus. Now, if you excuse me, I want to focus on the pizza. Bye! In the second week of June, I felt like I was very stressed and I had all this energy. I was agitated, so I wanted to walk. I wanted to go on a longer hike and some place with water, maybe a lake or a river. I found this place called Ourdall Promenade, which is a valley between two cities, Vianden and Troisvierges. As always, I will put a link to the map for the hike in the description of the video, because I never know if I am pronouncing the names of the city correctly. Some names of cities here or villages, they just sound very French, and others they seem to be Luxembourgish, others even look like if it's German. I'm never certain on whether I am pronouncing anything correctly here. I was very serious during this hike because, to be honest, it wasn't a good month for me. To remain calm in such agitated city and a very stressful work for me is a daily challenge. These walks and enjoying moments in nature are the reminders for me to take things slowly and to appreciate the small details in life. So whenever I'm out, I try not to focus on the fact that, oh, it wasn't sunny enough, or maybe it's a little bit cloudy, or this isn't as beautiful as I expected. I actually try to focus on what is beautiful, what is good, and what are the good things that I can take out of my experience. As I said, this isn't easy. Sometimes it is a struggle and such an internal battle inside my head, but I do try. During my walk, I found some wild strawberries, which I wasn't sure if could eat or not because I had never seen one before. I collected some of them, but I ended up not being able to eat them because when I got home, they were not looking so well. I guess they did not survive the hot weather in my backpack. I was also really trying to film some bees. I mentioned before I am quite afraid of bees, but these very fluffy, cute bees in Luxembourg are starting to kind of win my heart because of their cuteness. They are very fast and it's very hard to film them because they keep moving and I cannot keep track of them. I wanted to show them to my sister, and that's why I was trying to film. They're very different from the bees that I've known in Brazil. But at the end, I managed to have the almost perfect recording. After walking for more than 8 kilometers, I finally arrived at Vianden. This time I reached the city from the opposite direction of Luxembourg, so I found out that the town has a dam, which was transformed into a piece of art using reverse graffiti. The work of art belongs to a German artist and pays tribute to the history and the people who contributed to the dam's construction. From the top, I could also see the town cemetery and the castle from far. I didn't visit the castle this time because it was already end of the afternoon. I was starving, so I just went for a banana split in a restaurant and found my way to the bus stop to go home. If you're still watching, first, thank you so much. And I will leave you now with some of the pictures that I took during my walk. I hope you have enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.